What's going on, good people? Let me know if you can hear me, man. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Give me the thumbs up if you guys can hear me, man. I can't sleep. I cannot sleep. Oh man, I'm excited for this game tomorrow, man. Just let me know. Give me a thumbs up. I see a couple people in here. Dave Hernandez is in the building. Rob White, what's going on? That's what I'm talking about, man. He said, let's go. Can't stop thinking about the game tomorrow. Exactly. I wasn't even scheduled to come on tonight, man. And it's just I'm sitting on the couch and I'm just excited to see what these New York Giants are going to do, man. Rob Wise said, get some sleep, Big Dash. We got a game tomorrow. Trust me, I know I tried. It's too many things going on, man. Too many thoughts on my mind, man. I appreciate you guys in here, man. It's late night. I didn't know if you guys were going to, be up still. I see that some faces in here still. Yeah, I'm so amped right now for these New York Giants, man. I can't even tell you. I got Mel R in the building. Said, let's go Giants. My man Side Guy said loud and clear. I appreciate that. And thank you for letting me know that I'm good. My man Bill is in the building. Said, hey, yo. All right. Thank you, Rom381. Said, I'm good. That's what I'm trying to hear tomorrow, man, D Hall. I'm trying to hear a lot of chant and leak for first downs and touchdowns, man, for sure. My man Kelvin Davis said, I'm here in the house with you, Big. That's what's up, man. I appreciate the love and support, man. Like I said, I'm just excited for the game tomorrow, man. I can't wait to see what these New York Giants actually look like. It's been a long off season, long preseason. It really wasn't that long, but just the anticipation that I have right now for this game tomorrow is super high, man. I try not to get excited too much because, again, I don't know what these guys are going to look like tomorrow on the field, but yeah, I'm excited. I can't even front, man. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I can't, and you know what? It's a couple of things. It's a couple of things that really got me excited because I was cool all week. And then I got into a couple discussions with some Vikings fans. And then I saw the post from Alvin Pace talking about, it's not even going to be a matchup for the New York Giants. And the disrespect is at a high level. The disrespect is at a high level. And for me, yeah, I can't. I can't let none of that stuff slide, man. Shout out to the people in the building, man. All right, LV Short says DJ Revenge Tour incoming. I hope so. Mickey X said, what's good, Big Dash? What's good with you? Mac, the Giants fan. What's going on, Mac? Mac is another New York Giants content creator. If you're not subscribed to Mac, go ahead and do that. Who else we got in the bill? Side Guys again said, I managed to get Leak on just one of my fantasy teams. I'll be starting him tomorrow. Yeah, man. Absolutely. My man Ghost. You know what I did? This is my second year in a row that I didn't play fantasy football, man. Just too preoccupied with things that's going on. I didn't get a chance to do it. I thought about it the last minute, but just didn't. The season started too, so I just said, forget it. Ghost Dog, salute to you too, bro. Salute to you. All right. King Chris TV said, can't even blame. that's the sad part. I'm assuming you're talking about can't even sleep, right? Or you're talking about not knowing what this team is going to be. Let me know what you mean by that, King Chris TV. Yeah, but man, seeing those comments, and just thinking about how the Minnesota Vikings of all the teams, like the nerve of the Minnesota Vikings to just feel the way that they feel about the New York Giants, like they're not in almost the same exact boat. Like, you're not coming into MetLife on the 100, the opening game of the 100 year, and thinking you're just going to roll over the New York Giants. That's crazy talk, man. That's crazy talk to me. I think there's a lot of guys on this team with a lot of pride, and there's a lot of new guys with some new energy, and it's infectious throughout the team. This new energy. So for me, yeah, I expect the New York Giants, especially on the defensive side, to be very, very physical. Treat them like the Detroit Lions, or even worse. Super physical. Keep it clean though. But outside of that, I said it in a couple tweets. You gotta keep your foot on their necks tomorrow. From the first quarter till it's all zeros, on a time clock. I want to see, you know, foot the Giants put their foot on the Minnesota Vikings neck for sure. For sure. On the offensive side, you know, I am hoping that with Brian Dable calling the plays, with Daniel Jones knowing the writing is on the wall, knowing that his back is against the wall as well, that he comes out and plays lights out, man. That's what I'm hoping for. As a New York Giant fan, that's what I'm hoping for. I want to see these guys go out there and play good football. Absolutely good football. Salute to the 30 people that's in here right now. Make sure you hit that like button, man. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, which I believe everybody in here is subscribed, if you're in here hanging out with me this late at night, you're most likely subscribed. But just thank you guys for all the love and support. I always say that, man. All right. My man Mickey X said, I'm excited for tomorrow, waking up in football all day. Listen, it's been like that for the last 4 days already. But, Thursday night, Friday night, today with college football, tomorrow, and then even Monday night. That's 5 straight days of football, and I'm not tired of it yet at all. At all. Rom81 said, let them underestimate us. That's what we want. Listen, every time the New York Giants have done big things, nobody expected it. And that's what I'm banking on. That's what I'm hoping for, man. Jay-Lay, what's going on, Jay-Lay? Jay-Lay is another Giants content creator, man. Go ahead and subscribe to Jay-Lay too. It's a lot of these Giants content creators. The community is close, man. It's a lot of love out here, man. Support everybody that's in the community. Everybody, the big channels to the smallest channels, man. We gotta show support. Mr. Burton says, my guy, nice surprise, bro. Listen, it's a surprise to me too, but I was sitting on the couch. I was sitting on the couch with my wife. I looked at her, I said, maybe I should go to bed early, to try to make this game come a little bit quicker. And then I was like, you know what? I should just go live real quick, see who's up, see who can vibe real quick with me. And shout out to the 36 people that are in the chat right now. Loyal, fanatic Giants fans. That's that. Everybody in here, just know that you're a fanatic when it comes to these New York Giants. It's, for some of you guys, if you're on the East Coast, it's super late. It's almost tomorrow, I should say. It's almost tomorrow. But yo, man, I can feel the excitement already. I can feel the excitement. My man's shit. I don't want to like mess up your name. Shin Yi says, yo, if you can give me that correct pronunciation, I'll appreciate that. He says, yo, another league. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Let me know if anybody's going to be at the game tomorrow, man. Some of you guys are really crazy. You're going to be at the game tomorrow. You got the early tailgating and all that. Let me know if you guys are going to be at the game, because you guys are crazy right now if you are watching me. That's for sure. Bill Hardy said, this is my first time playing fantasy football. Wow. Said, I have no idea what I'm doing. But it did auto draft. Oh, man, you did auto draft. Good Lord, man. Auto draft. So he did put up some numbers. So you got Hurts. Listen, I'm an Alabama fan. You guys know that. Outside of Jalen Hurts playing for the Eagles, I was a fan of Jalen Hurts. Now I can't stand him. I can't stand anything that has to do with the Eagles. But shout out to Jalen Hurts, man. I wish him all the luck except for against the Giants. Mr. Bird, hit that like button. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, please hit that like button. I don't even know what the number is right now, but hit that like button. Bill Hart showing love too. Thank you, Bill. All right, let's get to it, man. Let me know what you guys are thinking about. Oh, let me get to the super chat real quick. If it'll pop up for me. My man J-Man with the $10 super chat says, Dash, man, thinking Dable out schemes Flores tomorrow. Listen, that's one. Yeah, I'm glad you reminded me, man, because it is late. I'm a little tired. Listen, when it comes to Brian Flores, I keep hearing people talking about it's going to be a revenge game for Brian Flores. Listen, revenge for what? Be mad at Bill Belichick for texting you when he shouldn't have been texting you, talking about congratulations, you got the job. No, he texted the wrong Brian. Be mad at Bill Belichick. A revenge game. hopefully he is mad, because when people are mad and upset, they make mistakes. So I'm hoping that he's mad. I'm hoping that he wants to go crazy, and I'm hoping that Brian Dable, like you said, out schemes Brian Flores. Hopefully, we got the better Brian tomorrow. That's what I'll say. We got the better Brian. Appreciate you with the super chat, man. Bill Hartnett says it only picked the first two players I showed up. That happened to me before. I've been late to a draft, and for you actually did pretty good if you auto draft Jalen Hurts, because he's going to give you some points in fantasy. But that's all the credit you're going to get from me from Jalen Hurts, man. Fantasy football, that's it. Don't ask me to like that man at all. Again, you heard what I said before that, though. Roll Tide, man. Roll Tide. Jaylee said, I've been watching old Giants games and documentaries all day. I can't wait to violate some Vikings. Listen, man. I was pretty cool all week. I was pretty cool all week. And then I jumped on a live. Actually, last week I jumped on a live. Was it last week with TP Way? And he had two Viking fans on there. And these guys were talking reckless, talking about, their offensive line is better than ours. I told them about Andrew Thomas. They act like they didn't know who Andrew Thomas was. Yeah, it got really, really disrespectful. So you know what I said? Let me step away from it a little bit, and let me look from afar. And then the Ivan Pace stuff happened, and I'm listening to other Viking fans, and it's just like, yeah, your guy's gonna wake up that part of me that's been dormant for a little bit, man. I was trying not to be a little bit wild and crazy, but yeah, a little trash talk can bring it right back out of you. That's for sure. Shout out to Jay Lay, man. Rom Drace 81 says Flores going to blitz a ton. Absolutely. GJ got to be decisive and make those throws. 100%. 100%. Like, a lot of people think we're going to go. Well, a lot of people are expecting us to throw the ball deep. I absolutely believe with how aggressive Brian Flores is, it's going to be the short game, the quick game, dinking and dunking. I know that's not exciting, but if you have correct accuracy and ball placement, a lot of those dink and dunks can turn to yak yardage, and that's what I'm looking for. Now, we could take a couple of deep shots. It's still Brian Dable at the end of the day, but when it's your first game, behind this offensive line, and this is the first time we see all these guys actually play together, I think the quick game is the way to go. And I could be wrong. Guess what? We could air it out and blow them out like the 2000 playoff game. But, we'll see. That would be fantastic, right? 43-0. Something like that. That would be fantastic. Tim, shout out to Tim. Tim is one of those day one guys too. Comes up with a lot of wild and crazy ideas. Shout out to Tim. He says tomorrow is the Giants' 100th home opener against the Vikings. It absolutely is. Absolutely. So, yeah, Bill said, let me go to Bill real quick. I'm gonna come right back to King Chris. It auto drafted Hurts and Garrett Wilson. You can't be mad at the chat. Listen, it is what it is. King Chris TV says, not gonna lie, DJ for a pick tomorrow. You think DJ gonna throw a pick tomorrow? Listen, it could happen. I'm not gonna say the guy's perfect at all. I'm not gonna say the guy's perfect at all, but he could throw an interception. Just don't be too down on him. Just don't be too down on the guy. My man JJ 300. Thank you for the super chat, sir. He said these wide receivers and the pass rush is going to eat. Hashtag G-Man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me go back through here. All right. My man Gabe Sylvester says DJ just has to play better than Darnold. Yeah, and it shouldn't be that hard, right? Hopefully. It shouldn't be that hard. I'm hoping so. I'm absolutely hoping so. Omega Supreme is in the house. He says, what's up? Yo, I'm assuming you said, what's up, Dash? I'm assuming that's what you're saying. That's what you meant. Shout out to you, Omega. There you go. What's good, brother? Oh, Dylan. Yeah, I saw that game. He is a carbon copy. I should say, or wannabe carbon copy, because I can't disrespect Patrick Mahomes like that. But Dylan Raiola, yeah, he's out there with the sunglasses. He's mimicking the walk, all the mannerisms of Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, I see it, and everybody else sees it. He's a true freshman too, so he's going to be good for them for a while. My man said Juke salute. Is Juke in the building? My man Juke is in the building. I can see your comment. Boy, here we go. Drew should go Birds. I'll leave it at that. Shout out to Drew for being in the building. What up? What up? Oh, my man Mark Thompson said, hey, Dash, nothing like a late night before the game to remove any anxiety. You know, I was hoping that it would help, man, but I don't know. I'm still not going to be able to sleep, man. I don't know. I don't know. Jay Lay says it's going to be dunk, boom. I hope so. I hope so. I think the dink and dunk game is where it's at tomorrow. So what time you talking about? Oh, baby. Look like there's another conversation going on out there. Not sure what he means by that. Facts. I'm glad you guys agree with that, man. Like I said, I'm hoping that we can run the ball. Again, it's super corny. It's super lazy when you say the keys to victory is being able to run the ball and stop the run. But that's always going to be the truth. And if we can run the ball, yeah, Vikings are going to be in for it. The Vikings are going to be in for it. And then also, if we can stop the run, and get the Vikings into third and longs where we know where we know they're passing. Yeah, I like that. I like Burns and I like Tibbs getting after it. I like those two guys getting after it. Omega says Chuck Knox hype video up. I didn't see it yet, and this dope got me amped up for the game in the season open. I didn't see it yet. I'm gonna go ahead and check that out. I did not see Chuck. Chuck always puts out some hype videos, man, and he does a pretty good at it too. So I gotta check that out. Thanks for letting me know he put one out. Mega Giants 89 says Big Dash knows over or under 100 receiving yards. Malik Neighbors in his debut versus the Vikings tomorrow. That's a good question. My heart says yes. My brain says no. I don't think he quite gets 100 yards. I don't think it's far from it though. I could see him getting like 70 yards. Hopefully he gets a tutty too. So, but my heart says yes. My brain says no. I want to see these guys move the ball around. And I think right now there's no real identity for the New York Giants until we actually see it on the field. And I think they're going to bracket Malik Neighbors. You're going to see a little double team for Malik Neighbors, and it's going to allow for a lot of other people to get, get some work. I will say this. Ask me that same question about Slayton. Slayton might get 100, and it could just be on a couple of big plays, possibly because people are paying so much attention to Malik Neighbors. Let me catch up to the chat really quickly. Mark Thompson says we better stop the run. Absolutely. Mark knows what's up, man. He also says, who's guarding Leak? Nobody but Daniel Jones. I get the joke, man. I get it. King Chris says, got Chapman for a sack tomorrow. I hope so, man. This is one of those teams, well, I should say this is a quarterback that you can rattle early. And if you can rattle him early, and this line is not, they don't have the strongest offensive line. They do have some solid tackles, but that interior is their weak spot for that offensive line. So if you say Chapman, you say Dexter Lawrence and get some sacks tomorrow, get some pressure tomorrow, I believe that's something that we can see. I believe that's highly feasible. And Kevin Doncic says, here's the thing, Dash, Burns and Tibbs' weaknesses are stopping the run. You're absolutely right. They got to prove that they can set an edge. They absolutely have to prove that. I will say this, the way that they Bowen plays this defense, even though it's not a traditional 4-4, when you look at it, it resembles like a 4-4, and it allows those linebackers the freedom to scrape. So they gotta play clean up a lot. They gotta play clean. But if those guys can set the edge, Burns and Tibbs, if they can set an edge, I think this run defense is going to be good. I think it's going to be good. Again, that's a big if. But yes, right now that is a weakness for the, for Burns and Tibbs. They're not known for being able to set an edge like that. Definitely need some work on that. Said, don't be surprised if you see the Vikings attacking our edge. Absolutely. You doubled up on that, Kevin. No, you're absolutely right. Ramdre 81 says they'll blitz to flush DJ out of the pocket and make him run and test his knee. Wandell might have a big game from the checkdowns. Yeah, I think that if I were the New York, I'm sorry, if I were the New York, if I were the Vikings, I would definitely test out or make Daniel Jones test his knee out, see if he's comfortable with it. Absolutely, it makes all the sense in the world for for the Vikings to do that. Xavier Jackson, Dash, what's good, bro? What's good, Xavier? What's good? How you? Is again? This is a late night, quick vibe, really. Again, I can't go to sleep, man. I'm too excited, man. I'm antsy right now. I'm antsy right now. Just wanted to get a chance to speak my mind a little bit and talk New York Giants football before this game, because I will be doing a reaction, after the game. It'll be a live that I'm gonna put up. It's already scheduled. But yeah, I said I did the video a couple days ago, and I'm sitting on the couch tonight, and I'm like, you know what, I need to talk to the people real quick. Um, you know, share some of my thoughts and see what the temperature in the room is, with the fan base. What's your thoughts, man? How you guys feeling, man? You know what? Let's get to some of these. Let's get some questions. Like, thumbs up if you think we beat the Vikings tomorrow. Thumbs down if you think we take the L. Let's cut right to the chase, man. Let me know what you guys are thinking, man. For real. Okay. Will Wilkins says New York Giants win sack Vikings quarterback all day. Giants offense will do enough to win. I hope so. I hope so. Let me catch up to the chat. That girl Montana says, that's family. What's going on, cuz? Shout out to Vauxhall. Vauxhall is in the building. Stewart family is in the building. Omega Supreme says, will Adoree play tomorrow? I'm assuming he's going to play, and he's going to play a lot. I absolutely believe that. Absolutely believe that. Adoree, I don't think he'll start. But I think he'll get enough snaps. Now, if McLeod and McLeod and Flott, and I don't know how much Flott is going to play, because of the injury. Now, we did see the injury report. Nobody was on it. Even Micah McFadden should be playing. But for me, I think Adoree Jackson is gonna get quite a bit of snaps. Quite a bit of snaps for sure. We got Tony High Point says, Dash, don't sleep. Wandell gonna be a problem. I hope so, man. That's the, like, we talk about Malik Neighbors, but Wandell, that's the secret weapon right there, man. That's where you're gonna find your mismatch, I think, because they're gonna be bracketing Malik Neighbors. They're gonna be looking at Slayton, and they're gonna be looking at Hyatt. But Wandell Robinson, can you get him on a linebacker possibly? If you work him out of the backfield, we don't know exactly how this offense is going to look, what they're going to be doing. We haven't seen anything from Wandell Robinson all preseason long. So, that's where the mismatch is. I can't wait to see Tyrone Tracy healthy. I'm curious to see what the rotation at the running back room is going to be. You guys let me know. I want to see some thumbs up though. Did anybody start doing a thumbs up if we win tomorrow? Thumbs down if you got us losing against the Vikings. I want to see that. There we go. I had to catch up to my screen. All right, we got shout out to Tudo. Tudo was in the building. Big Boss Dash, how you doing, mate? Tudo, how you doing, Paisan? That's my guy right there, Tudo. If you're in the know, you already know who Tudo is. Big supporter of the Giants content creator community. Always shows love. Every time I'm watching, other content creators, Tudo was always in the building. I don't know how Tudo does it. He's everywhere. Tudo is everywhere. Shout out to Tudo. My man Nova in the building. Nova says, yo, what's going on, Nova? All right, let's see what else we got going there. So I thought I saw some predictions here. My man Ramdre81 says 23-17 Giants. I like that. I got 24-17 myself. Omega Supreme has 27-13 Giants. I like that even better. What else we got going on? Mickey X says, what's up to Tudo? That's what's up. Fans showing each other fans love. So, yeah, let's see what Vikings 20, Giants 27. I got that from Mega Giants 89. I like that score too. Listen, that's one thing. We'll talk about that for a little bit. As far as points per game, the New York Giants have to be in the 20s. If we want to win games this year, we have to be in the 20s. We can't be around the 12 points a game, 15 points a game, not even really 17 points a game. We have to be in the 20s. I believe the league average started to go back up last year. So I think the league average, and don't quote me on this, around 23 points. So we have to be in the 20s if we're going to win these games for sure. We got going on. A lot of people saying hello to other people in the chat. Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody in the building. I don't even, what time is it? Okay, so it's actually officially tomorrow. It's Sunday. It's game day, people. We made it. We made it to game day. I can't wait, man. So we got a lot of people saluting Tudo in the building for sure. My man King Chris says 27-24, and I'm assuming you're giving it to the Giants, right? I know better, right? I know. It's war day. Shout out to Nova. Exactly. It is war day. It's war day. Game time. Omega says game time. My man Mickey X says Tudo is goated. That's a fact. Tudo is goated. I don't know how Tudo does it. Hey, Tudo, are you across the pond right now, or you stateside, man? Because I never know. Sometimes you over there, and sometimes you over here. Shout out to Jersey, man. Shout out to New York. Shout out to Jersey. Shout out to the tri-state area and wherever people are, especially in the building. Tucker says 17-13 Giants. Guess what? A win is a win. A win is a win. I'll take 17-13. I'll take it. It's not how I want it to look, but a win is a win at the end of the day. Let's see what else we got going on. Omega says 32-10 Giants win. That's another thing. I had a guy, the same Viking fan, told me it's going to be 24-10 for the Vikings. And again, I was cool. I was cool all week until I ran into some Viking fans talking crazy. Guys talking crazy. Michael Knight is in the building. What's going on, Michael Knight? You made it. You made it to the live, Michael Knight. I know you said you missed the last one. You made it to this one. How you doing, man? How you doing? All right. Side guy Bruce says, or Bry, let me know which one it is. It says it feels good heading into this game that we don't have Neil or Zudu in our starting lineup. Hope it stays that way as long as possible. 1,000%. If we can save Neil and convert him into a successful guard, that'd be one thing. But for right now, today, yeah, those guys can sit down and develop more, on the bench. On the bench for sure. All right, let's see what we got here. Nova Nebula says, I'm gonna be in that stadium screaming leak. You going to the game? Nova going to the game? Shout out to you, man. It's a couple people going to that game that I know personally going to that game, and they can't wait, man. Some people are nervous because again, we don't know what the Giants are gonna actually look like. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, the Giants pull this thing off, man. That's what I'm rooting for. Mark Thompson says, does DJ throw for more than 240 yards? I don't know, Mark. Again, I'll go with the heart and I go with my brain. I said my heart says yes. Brain says no. This game, I think, is dink and dunk. I think it's going to be more run than we think it's going to be or should be. 240 doesn't sound like it's a lot when you really think about it with quality quarterback play. Now, here's the thing. Let's get this game out of the way, and then I can start, predicting things. Right now, when I'm so serious when I say I don't know what to expect tomorrow, I'm hoping for the best, but I really don't know what to expect. But after the game, I'll be better when it comes to predictions for sure. But you let me know, Mark. Over or under 240 yards for Daniel Jones tomorrow. I'm curious to see what you got to say about that. My man Tudo says, Dash, we're in North London, mate. He said we just had an away test in the big dub yesterday. He said we're all banged up last minute. I said last minute turnover last minute turn the corner with a big win. Shout out to you for winning the game. Shout out to you for winning the game. And you're always, so if you don't know, Tudo was a rugby player. Shout out to Tudo. Best of luck for you in the rest of the season, man. Boy, Nova Nebulous 23 points should win the Giants the game. So I'll go 23-17. I like that. I got 24-17. You know, it's not a New York Giants game without a couple of field goals. And I think that's what's gonna happen. Graham's gonna listen, Graham's make the field goals, Graham. Make the field goals. So side guy, Bry is for Brian. I got you. Won't make that mistake again. Salute to you, Bry. B. Will says 23-16. Said big run game. Said big run game day. Playbook opens next week. I take it. Again, everybody's is dealing with the cobwebs, trying to shake off the cobwebs and stuff like that. Daniel Jones, first real test. All 4 quarters with the starters. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Sarcone says Jones throws for 2 touchdowns and runs for. So we got the hat trick for Jones tomorrow. 3 touchdowns. Okay, I'll take it. Tudo says, "What's up to Michael Knight?" There he is, TP Way the Giant. That's the man I was talking about. Blame him. He's the one that had the Vikings fans on the channel talking crazy. We had to handle business though. Shout out to TP Way the Giant. Again, if you're not following TP Way the Giant, go ahead and get that man a follow. Great content. I can't wait for tomorrow's, man. I really think we're going to win this game, and I think that's so much. I can't wait to talk trash after the game. But we'll see what happens. I want the dub tomorrow. We need the dub. To me, it's a must-win situation with everything that's going on. All the whispering in the background with Joe Shane and Brian Dable, hot seats, and especially after Saquon Barkley went off last night or Friday night with his whole deal. New York Giants need to win. We need to be able to run the ball successfully, and Daniel Jones needs to play smart, but also put up some points. Offense got to put up some points because, listen, Monday night, if the New York Giants don't win, if the New York Giants don't win, imagine how this media is going to react on Monday morning. With Saquon Barkley going off and doing, they can't wait to call the New York Giants dumb for letting Barkley walk. So, I need the New York Giants to win tomorrow. I'm not trying to go through a full week of sports media talking crazy about the Giants. Listen, we give them enough bulletin board material already. Oh, I see we got a Vikings fan in here. Q Cox, Vikings fan. Shout out to the Vikings fan that's in the building. Shout out to you, Brave Sir, for entering, this late night vibe with a bunch of crazy New York Giants fans. Shout out to you, Q Cox. I hope tomorrow we beat the brakes off you guys. Foot on necks. And then after the game, we can share a virtual beer or something like that. But you are the op. As of 12 o'clock tonight or this morning, I should say you are the op. Shout out to you for being in the building, no Q Cox. Treat them fairly in the chat, please. Treat them fairly. All right, what's going on? Mr. Burton says, where is Simmons going to play? Corner. He says, what's up with that, in your opinion? If McFadden is playing, if Morsau is playing, I think you're going to see Simmons in that hybrid role, big nickel, hybrid linebacker in some sub packages. I think that's what's going to happen. You're probably going to leave Bobby on the field. But on some of those 3rd and longs, when you get to those, sub packages, you're going to see the big nickel for Simmons. That's what I believe is going to happen for sure. Oh, we got Wales in the building. My man Wales is in the building. Says, salute, Dash. We will win tomorrow. From your lips to God's ears, Wales. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. That's why I'm here right now. That's what I'm rooting for. I need that win. I need it for myself. I need it for my confidence, man. I absolutely need it. A lot of love for Tudo. I still see in the chat. Salute to Tudo. Wales saying Tudo. Tudo saying Wales. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. So I'm gonna open it up, man. Let me know what you guys want to talk about, man. I still see some game predictions in here. Again, this is just a quick, short vibe. I wanted to get some things off my chest. I wanted to, talk about some scheme, talking about some keys to victory. Got a chance to do a little bit of that and vibe a little bit. Let's see. Okay, Q Cox has something to say. What I tell you, man. What I tell you guys, man. 24-10 Vikings. I just said that, right? That's one of those predictions that pissed me off too. 24-10 Vikings. Okay. I'll be here tomorrow. Post game. Go ahead and pull up. That's all I got to say about that. Remember I said treat them fairly in the chat. I said treat Q Cox fairly in the chat. Nah, man, let him have it now. Go ahead, let him have it. Let him have it. Mark Thompson says this game is difficult to call. I agree. I think short passes with Yak. Absolutely. DJ under 240, maybe 225. Listen, I'll take 225 with 2 touchdowns. I'll absolutely take 225 with 2 touchdowns for sure. For sure. I just want to play with the leads and let the defense hunt. That's what I want. I want to go up early. Oh, Q Cox said y'all score a touchdown early and a field goal late. Yeah, go ahead and give him a nice New York welcome. Give Q Cox a nice New York welcome. He talking crazy in the chat right now. It's respectful though. He's being very, very respectful. I will say that. Shout out to Q Cox. Shout out to you. But go ahead and treat him. Give him that New York welcome, man. Wells says F all the optics. The New York football G-men will win tomorrow. Yes, that's how I feel. Again, you see what happens, right? We were in here vibing, and then here comes the Vikings fan, and I appreciate that because gets my blood boiling a little bit. But you see how they talk that trash, man. You see how it is. He did say I come with respect. No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I get, man. Listen, we talking trash, man. This is sports. This is an NFL. It's all love at the end of the day. But again, foot on next, man. Foot on next 4 quarters. My man Wells said we need to stop focusing on Snakequan. Can't dwell on the past. Focus on the future. We good. Hashtag NYG. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, once you're not a Giant anymore, it is what it is. I'm just saying. Because of the kind of game he had, I don't want to see the storylines on Monday. That's it. I can care less, what Saquon Barkley does, in all honesty. What we got going on here? All right. Sincerely yours says, I live in Dallas. He said, I want to go to work with my head up. That's it, right? We need this. We need this W emphatically. Yeah, I get it. And you being in Dallas, I know it. The Dallas have the Browns tomorrow, right? I think they got the Browns tomorrow. They got their hands full tomorrow. Actually, we don't know for sure because I don't really know what the Browns are going to look like. I don't know what Deshaun Watson is going to be coming back. We'll see what happens. Now that Philly did win that game, they're 1-0. I really thought the Green Bay Packers were going to beat them. A couple of missed field goal probably. I'll just leave it at that. I thought the Packers were going to win that game. I did. I wanted the Giants, the only team to win a game in the division, and come out of week 1-0, leading the division. That's what I was hoping for. Now we probably could look forward to a tie with Philadelphia. I should say that. I hope Dallas loses and the Commanders lose too. Bill says, I'm just hoping the O-line and DJ show us something. Absolutely. I saw a tweet though. After the Ivan Pace clip had surfaced. I saw a tweet from Jermaine Illuminor with just an LOL out there, laugh out loud. So one thing about Illuminor, he's on Twitter. He sees what's going on. And yeah. See what we got here. Shout out to Tudo. I'm trying to get the Tudo. 1 second. Shout out to my man Tudo with the 4.99 super chat. He says, from all of us here in North London, my birthday. Oh, your birthday today. Happy birthday to Tudo. Everybody send Tudo a happy birthday. He says, my fourth son was born today. Say word. Congratulations, Tudo. He said, and we had a massive away test, and Giants will win tomorrow afternoon and F all Eagles. Shout out to Tudo, man. Shout out to you. Salute to you. Congratulations on the new addition to the family, and a happy birthday to you as well, man. Everybody sent Tudo a happy birthday in the chat, man. Shout out to Tudo, man. What time is it over there? You're in London. What time is it? Good Lord. It's morning. It's breakfast ready. What are you eating for breakfast, Tudo? I'm assuming it got to be breakfast time over there, right? Like 4 in the morning there? Something like that. Romder81 says we need to score early. Can't wait till late in the second to start scoring points. Absolutely. We have to start off fast. We don't have the luxury of being one of those slow starting teams. We can't do that. We saw it before. We don't have that luxury. And also we have to take advantage of every opportunity that we get. If we get the turnover, anything like that, we have to put every time we get a chance to put points on the board, we have to put points on the board. Again, we're not that kind of team, at least not yet. But we can just lollygag and start off slow. No, every time we have a chance, we need to do something and put points on the board for real. For real. All right, I see the happy birthdays for Tudo. Well said it's 7:20 in the morning over there. Okay, thank you. No, Tudo says it's 5:20. Okay, 5:20 in the morning. Okay. Yeah, man, early, man. Hopefully you got some sleep. Nova Nebula says big boss. Oh, yeah, business. Congrats, Tudo. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then we got Tudo again. Says much love and respect to all Giants, mate, in the building, for sure. For sure. It's a lot of love in here, man. It's a lot of love in here. We got 68 people in here. Wow, man, and it's late. We're gonna go for another one. We can round it off at an hour. I'm gonna go for another 17 minutes. We're gonna go for another 17 minutes. Go ahead and I want to see what you guys are talking about, man. Again, happy birthday to Tudo, man. And congratulations on the new addition. Said 4 sons. That's what's up. Mega Giants 89, Big Dash knows expectations for Daniel Bellinger this season. That sounds like a loaded question. You know I'm a Daniel Bellinger fan. You know I support Daniel Bellinger a lot. His role will be different again, though, right now. After what I thought was a strong rookie season for Daniel Bellinger, we went ahead and we picked up Darren Waller, and his role diminished in the second season. This year, you see him playing more H-back, fullback role. He will be in there in some double tight end personnel type sets. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they're really going with Theo Johnson as the tight end number 1 because Bellinger is that H-back. I really don't know how they're going to use him. I think that he has just as much talent right now. Like I said, as far as being proven on the field, he has done more on an NFL field than Theo Johnson has. But they're high on Theo Johnson, pretty much why he has the tight end 1 spot. But if you're going to go ahead and give Theo Johnson that job, you better utilize him, because I know what Daniel Bellinger has the capability of doing. I have an idea of what Theo can do, but hopefully, and I think Brian Dable's smart enough to be able to use these guys, in the best way possible. I'll say that. Nova Nebula says, I just got out of work. I gotta wake my ass up early as hell to get to the game on time. I believe it. Set that alarm clock, man. Actually, you know what, man? I give you permission. I give you the permission to call off early and get some sleep, man. Don't blame me for you not getting a good start in the morning, man. Get to that game. We need all that energy in the building for sure. For sure. Look like we got a direct response to Q Cox. He says, I have no concerns about DJ's physical health. He said, I don't know about his full confidence. That's a great point. We saw the interviews. He says he's confident. He said he's tested the knee. There's no issues. He seems to be there mentally, but we already know a lot of that is just good talk, and you're trying to psych yourself out. We will see early on tomorrow. Just what kind of mental focus or where he's at mentally, when it comes to playing on that knee. And hopefully what he's saying is true. Hopefully he really feels that way. But again, it won't take us long to find out. Again, this is the first time we're going to see the starters for all 4 quarters, and I think we'll know in the first quarter exactly how confident he is on that knee. I'm praying for it though. I'm praying that he is confident. My man Bill says to Q Cox, I get that, and he spent a year under Shanahan too, right? Oh, I must have missed some trash talking about Sam Darnold. Listen, man, you can't listen. First of all, let me say this, Q Cox. Let me say this. You guys weren't even worried about Sam Darnold until JJ McCarthy got hurt. Now that you're stuck with Sam Darnold, now you guys are trying to, trick yourself into believing what Sam Darnold can do. I'll say that. But before JJ McCarthy got hurt, y'all wasn't really checking for Sam Darnold like that. Come on, man. You know better than that. Y'all wasn't checking for Sam Darnold like that. All right. Sincerely yours says, yo, I hope Flat surprises everyone. I hope so too, man. One thing about Flat, I root for Flat because guess what? He's made some plays, man. Some memorable plays, especially in that 2022 season. He was able to come up with some big plays, some big pass breakups and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that he surprises everyone too. First off, I hope he's healthy. I believe it's the quad. It's the quad for Flat. Hopefully he is healthy. I hope so. See what else we got going on here. So it said, I think Wells might be talking to Bill here. He says, good luck to oh no, he's talking to everybody. He said, good luck to all the fantasy football team managers tomorrow. Ball out. Hey, Wells, you know what? This is my second year in a row not joining any fantasy league, man. I don't know if I miss it or not. I can't say that I do. A lot more stress when it came to fantasy league, especially if it's one of those paid fantasy leagues. But it also gives you some excitement too. All those down years the New York Giants were having when I was playing fantasy, that gave me something to root for. You know what I mean? Playing fantasy. Then I gave it up. I gave it up a little bit. Maybe next year. Maybe I'll come back next season. Okay. Tony High Point says, Dash, how you feel about doing the live thing? I like it, man. I like it. It's been a long time. I was waiting to get a good setup. You know, that was pretty much what was taking so long was, feeling comfortable with it. Seeing if there was, people that wanted to tune in for it. And last week you guys showed a lot of love. So that's what I want to do. I want to start, doing some of these lives. The plan is to do it at least twice a week. Of course, one of those being the post game live reactions and stuff like that. But we'll see if I add more to that. But yeah, I'm liking it. I appreciate the question too, man. Appreciate the question. Let's see what we got going on here. Omega said, whatever he said. Yes, let's see if I can put this one up. Said, did you talk about the Vikings player who was? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Ivan Pace. And the funny thing about it, I actually liked Ivan Pace coming out of Cincinnati. Undersized linebacker with a lot of heart. Reminded me a lot of Darian Beavers when he was in Cincinnati. He pretty much learned under the wing of Darian Beavers. It was a UDFA. Worked his way onto the Vikings squad as a starter. Got a lot of respect for him, but he's talking out the side of his mouth, and he's in the way. So all that love I had for Ivan Pace is being one of those UDFA guys and proving that he can stand, last in the league. All that's out the window tomorrow. Maybe after the game, I could say something nice about him. Probably won't, but yeah, I did get a chance to talk about Ivan Pace Jr. That's his name, Ivan Pace Jr. Hopefully they got his face taped to the wall so they can slap it on the way out to the field. Let's see what Nova says. Nova says, Burns gonna hit the Burns gonna hit that Spider-Man. Oh, Burns is gonna hit the Spider-Man on Darnold one time in his curtains. Absolutely, that's a celebration. Spider. Listen, my youngest son, his favorite character is Spider-Man, and when I told him Spider-Man was coming to New York City, he was very, very excited. So he's gonna be tuned in tomorrow too to watch Spider-Man do his thing, and hopefully, because my son is watching, Spider-Man does his thing. Absolutely, especially because he's gonna be watching. Side guy Bry says, I would love to see JMS stay on the field and play well. Listen, if you guys have been watching me, you know how I feel about JMS. I call JMS one of my sons. I need JMS to step up, to develop, to go out there and show why we drafted him in the second round, show why he was the highest ranked center coming out of the draft in 2023. That's what I need from JMS, and I think he can do that. He got better guys next to him, a better set of guards next to him, and I think that's going to help him out a lot. If he pans out, then we got a center for years to come. Absolutely. My man TP Way the Giant talking to Q Cocker says, do your Googles. In 2022, we were 4-2. Listen, I'm with all that. I like the back and forth going there too. So I'm gonna leave you to that in the chat. You guys can do that. Guys talking about somebody took Malik Neighbors in round 5. Hopefully that pays out for you. The question is, are you going to start him? Will you start him? Will you start him? Let's see what else I got going on here. Just trying to get through these. All right, shout out to Bill with the $2 super chat. Hold on, let me put it back up there. Pause. In SoCal, so I don't mind late night Giants talk. I feel you. I'm on the West Coast too. I feel you. Shout out to SoCal. Bill in SoCal. Giants fans all over the place. Love it. Omega Supreme said it's 12:28 Eastern Standard, living in South Jersey. It's a tough mix of Giants, Jets, Eagles fans in the area, along with Dallas fans, which I never understood about the Dallas fans. You know what else? Where I grew up at in Vauxhall, New Jersey, it was a lot of 49er fans. Never understood that either. A lot of 49er fans in New Jersey too. Maybe it was, because of those 80s and early 90s Super Bowls or something like that. But I always noticed like it was, outside of, you always see Steeler fans everywhere, Dallas fans everywhere, but 49er fans in New Jersey. That was one thing I didn't understand as a kid growing up, man, why there were so many of them. All right, Mark Thompson. Okay, you still right. I'm gonna leave you guys to the chat, man. But I'll read this one. I said, you're right, Q Cox. Burns had a bad game against Darisaw, so this needs to be a revenge game. This time he brings Dex and Tibbs with him. That's the difference. That is the difference. And I said this in the previous video. When it comes to Tibbs and it comes to Burns, these guys played on bad defense. When you think about the Carolina Panthers as a whole, New York Giants as a whole, not the best of defenses. And they never really played with the lead. Now, again, not saying that we're going to get the lead automatically or these guys will be playing with the lead, but imagine if they do. Imagine if they force these guys into passing downs and we know it. You're really going to see the full bag from Brian Burns. I don't care if it's Darisaw or not. And Darisaw, shout out to Darisaw. Darisaw is a solid, actually, he's a very good tackle. I'm not going to sell him short. He is a very good tackle. But Dexter Lawrence against, what's your center's name? Bradbury? Right now, Bradbury's probably up right now thinking about Dexter Lawrence. The game is tomorrow. He's not getting any sleep at all. At all. All right. What else we got going on here? See if it pulls up. Okay, there it is. Let me know if I stalled for a second. It says Nova Nebula says every little boy loves Spider-Man. That's a fact. All my sons love Spider-Man. That is a fact. Q Cox, what are you doing? Shout out to Q Cox in enemy territory with the super chat. Let me put that back up with the $20 super chat. He says, you don't come to someone's house and not bring something. You were raised right. Shout out to the parents of Q Cox. You were raised right, sir. You are all right with me. Let that man have it in the chat still. He's still a Viking fan at the end of the day. Nah, I appreciate the love and support, Q Cox, man. You're welcome anytime. Absolutely. Especially when it's respectful, banter going back and forth. Always appreciate that, man. It's when people get wild and disrespectful that you got to shut it down. But Q Cox, you have been a great sport. You been, with these Giants fans for sure. For sure. Let's see what's going on. So Nisa Worthy says, Big Dash, you going to be live for the game? No, no, no. I could not watch a New York Giants game and be live at the same time. No, you guys would not get any kind of commentary from me. All you would do is see me yelling at the TV, possibly cheering, jumping up and down, and either screaming, throwing furniture, whatever. I couldn't do it. I couldn't call the Giants game. I can't do it. No, I'm sorry. I got to have my full attention on the game every time I watch the Giants play. That's for sure. That's for sure. I got a follow up when it says, to be honest, if we lose to the Vikings, let's just pack it up. Nah. Listen, I'm going to be upset. I'll be highly upset if we did lose to the Vikings. Yeah, it'd take me a while to get over it. But at the end of the day, if we're being really truthful, it's still the first game of the season. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of storylines when it comes to the New York Giants. A lot of first, Brian Dable, first time really calling plays or being the play caller and all other stuff. So it's a lot of first, but I don't even want to put that in the atmosphere. New York Giants are beating the Vikings tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna put in the atmosphere. That's what I'm gonna put out there. That's the energy I got right now. Q Cox is glad to be here. Shout out to you again, man. I appreciate the support, man. From a Vikings fan. And listen, man, was it TP Way knows his name. Is Vocal Viking? Vocal Vike is one of the Minnesota Vikings content creators. I think it's Vocal Viking, something like that. Let me know in the chat, man, what his name is. He's one of those guys that was trash talking, man. They got my blood boiling a little bit. But shout out to him because he, like I said, like you, Q, kept it very, very respectful. It was good banter back and forth, man. And whenever we can have that, it's a fantastic thing. It's a fantastic thing. Bill Harden says Aaron Jones is good, but I'm hoping our line can stop him. Absolutely. I don't know if somebody else mentioned Aaron Jones. I will talk about him a little bit. Yes. Again, what has been a weakness for the New York Giants defense is the run game. I should say being able to stop the run. And we haven't been able to do that successfully the last 2 years. So that's going to be a big test for us. I do think that they do test the outside. I do hope that Tibbs and Burns can set an edge and, pretty much allow the linebackers to make plays, but we'll see what happens. Again, tomorrow is the first time we see the starters for 4 quarters. Dexter Lawrence without being on some snap counts and stuff like that. And I'm hoping that what a lot of us believe as Giants fans that this defense can do happens off the bat. I think it's a good team to go against. Again, because of Sam Darnold. Being in respectfully, being a quarterback that a lot of people don't have, high regards for. And with the offensive line having their struggles too in the interior, I think it's a good first game for the New York Giants. And like I said, I see us taking it. I see us taking it. But we got to be able to stop the run. And like I said, Aaron Jones coming from Green Bay, he likes to run the ball. So we'll see what happens with that. Q Cox says, also, did you guys forget that we didn't forget about Van Ginkel. Yes, that was a big free agency guy that you guys picked up. Yes. We remember. Listen, we do our research here. We remember you got the other guy from the Texans too. His name is drawing a blank for me. Grenard. I think it's Grenard or something like that. Yeah, we know who you guys have, man. We know who you guys have. It. Again, we this is friendly banter back and forth, but at the end of the day, I always respect the opponent. I know what your team is working with, man. I know what your team is working with. We didn't forget about Van Ginkel. He said one benefit of your last DC is that DJ saw heavy blitz defense often in practice. He said as much too in one of the pressers. That's one of the things he brought up was practices against Wink Martindale, who's heavy blitz. that gets him ready for what Brian Flores does. And Brian Flores is an aggressive defensive guy, very, very aggressive. Now that Wink Martindale is out of the league, Brian Flores might be the guy that blitzed the most after Wink Martindale. So he's taking over that number one spot, but we'll know for sure tomorrow. My man side guy Bryce says R.I.P. to Van Ginkel. That's what's up. I like that energy, man. I like that energy for sure. I got a question for you, Q Cox. Dallas Turner, is he penciled in as a starter right now? Because I saw one of the unofficial depth charts and they didn't have him starting. So I was wondering if they still, if he's still being held off by one of those veterans. But I expect to see a lot of Dallas Turner too. Again, I'm an Alabama fan, so I always, know about those Roll Tide guys. All right, Omega Supreme says supposed to be a beautiful fall weather tomorrow here in Jersey, unlike the typhoon we had last year opening day. I hope so too. It was rain. It rained today, right? I was talking to my mother today. She's still in Jersey. I think she said something about some rain. You guys let me know. Was it raining in Jersey today? Q Cox getting his licks back in the chat. I see there. Yeah, Grenard. That's his name. Grenard. Yep. I'll say, oh, so drizzling, nothing major today. Okay, cool. Because we know how Jersey gets, man. Those storms will roll in, clouds move in fast, and you ain't got no time to get in the house. Those rainstorms come. All right, let me see what time it is. Oh, all right, yeah, we hit the hour mark. I'm gonna get through these chats. Make sure I mention everybody that's in these chats. Again, shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate the love and support. I can't tell you guys enough. Listen, the channel is growing. The channel was growing way faster than I thought it would. And it's all because of you guys, man, for sure. You guys have been liking and subscribing and sharing these videos, showing up, showing love and support. And again, you guys don't even understand how much I appreciate that, man. I really do. I really do. And it's again, if you guys like these lives, you guys like to be active in the chat, and you guys have been active in the chat, still 65 strong in here, and it's already game day. That just shows me how much you guys enjoy what I'm doing. And again, I enjoy talking New York Giants football, so it's very, very fun to me. I don't get tired of it at all, man. And again, thank everybody for being here. All right, so Anissa Word says, Big Dash, as an Alabama fan, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, man. I went out to dinner. I wasn't even going to watch that game. And then to come to find out, I saw this. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. It's still Roll Tide. Don't want to talk about it. Michael Knight said in the morning it rained, so it rained in the morning. Okay, cool. Yeah, I said my mom told me that it was raining. She had mentioned something about some rain. Is that Pete 1? I believe that's Pete 1 or Pete I. It says, man, not a big college fan, but did you happen to check Nebraska? Yes, unfortunately, I did see that. So the QB looks and throws like Mahomes. Listen, I told you guys, and this is with all respect in the world, Kobe Bryant was a carbon copy of Michael Jordan. And all of Kobe Bryant's greatness at the end of the day, or the beginning of the day, Kobe Bryant mimicked Michael Jordan. Nobody can debate that. This kid from Nebraska, Dylan Raiola, he walks like Patrick Mahomes. He wears Patrick Mahomes clothes, wears the number 15, even has a team, goes to a team that has red jerseys like Patrick Mahomes. He's a carbon, and respectfully, he's a carbon copy. Well, he tries to mimic Patrick Mahomes, and he's doing a pretty good job at it because everybody's starting to mention it. He's a true freshman. He's going to be in college for a while. And if he keeps on with the trajectory that he's going right now, he's going to be a number one pick because he looks so much like Patrick Mahomes. Down to the hairstyle, even his haircut is Patrick Mahomes. It's a little bit silly to me at the end of the day. It is silly, but even Kobe Bryant had the baldy. It is what it is. All right, Q Cox says, but starters, okay, so you must have commented about. Yeah, we understand. It's not really guys that start. It's about the snaps that you get. So even though you're not listed as a starter, you can be in a rotation. Absolutely. All right, Mega Giant says Big Dash knows. Yes. We talked about that 2 times tonight. Yeah. Ivan I Ivan Pace can kick rocks barefoot, multiple rocks barefoot. That's what Ivan Pace can do. The biggest rocks possible, he can kick them barefoot. Absolutely. Mickey X says, like the stream. Yeah, absolutely. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. We're gonna close it out, man. I want to make sure that I don't miss any like the super chats or anything like that. But again, I'll close it with this. Hopefully, I can leave this room and try to get some sleep. Don't know if I don't know if it's possible. I probably, even if I go to sleep, I'll probably wake up like at 4 in the morning, something crazy like that. But I'm excited for the New York Giants for a lot of reasons. Is This is supposed to be Daniel Jones's year. That's what Joe Shane said. We didn't bring Saquon Barkley back. It's going to be not saying that it's fair to have a lot of weight on Daniel Jones's shoulders, but a lot of weight is going to be on his shoulders. Let's be honest here. And obviously, the offensive line play has a lot to do with things. The wide receivers, the weapons has a lot to do with things. But everybody's going to be looking at what Daniel Jones does tomorrow. And for me, as a New York Giants fan for all these years, no matter how I might feel about Daniel Jones, especially when it comes to the offseason, sometimes I hate him, sometimes I like him. But right now, the season is officially here. We are in game day. Daniel Jones is the quarterback of the New York Giants, and everybody repping the Big Blue should be rooting for Daniel Jones to go out there tomorrow and set the field on fire. That's where I'm at today. That's where I'm at today. So I'm going to close this up, man. I think I got everybody for sure. If I don't, I apologize. Again, we got the live tomorrow reaction after the game. As soon as the game is over, I'll be going live. But yeah, with that being said, I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.